What's wrong?
I lost.
You lost?
Yeah.
Then try again.
I have 0.
You better next time. Use your head. You know? I believe in you. Alright? I know you can do it. I believe in you.
What, he already home?
Who? No, he's working.
Bless you. I cannot believe your kid actually asked how much I make. Oh my god. He's a bold one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's actually very, in one's best interest be curious at time to time. He could have been a little bit more subtle about it, though. This is getting a really good statement, though. Like, you'll have a lot of good Christmases, at least. Just put it that way. But no, I am not going to get him a car until he earns it. Something tells me he will earn it, though. Seems like a good kid. He seems to be doing good in school. If he keeps it up, he'll get a really good reward out of it. As long as he also respects me, too, on top of that. Hey, respect goes a long way. I respect him, he respects me. You know? It's kind of how the old school goes. Is that fun?
No, I I didn't say anything.
You snickered and chuckled. Hmm?
Yeah, no, my kid.
High five. Well, I thought your mother was asking me.
You told her that already.
Yep, 2 sons, 3 daughters. They're all very well taken care of by me. They're still on retainer as well. Seems my team is badass already.
Oh, your game.
Yeah, my friend designed it. He told me it was actually pretty good, so he wanted me to test it. This is a beta transfer data. He wants my personal opinion after I'm done with it. So far, so good. He coded this thing pretty darn well. He did a very good job on these design on these girls too. Or maybe that was one of his artist people he knows.
And that's the only reason why I have to use if your mother is standing there alive, you're alive, someone comes and takes me and that's what it feels like. It feels like everything is ripped out of you. You can't even describe the pain. Just like
That was that guy who killed her
what
daughter.
it feels like to carry a baby in your womb. What to feel those first kicks. Or to know just intuitively it's a boy or a girl. It's only thing that a mother knows. Why are we not protecting American citizens? It's just common sense. Why are we not protecting our children? And to have a senator from Maryland
I cannot believe we're actually having this conversation.
Who? That's the mother of the person, the girl that died.
I know, it's basically if they want to protect the children, then basically take away the weapons of the devil. Right?
Is that the governor, whatever, of Maryland is going over see where they got illegals in El Salvador. To see how
So he's running like a coward, hunt them down. They got the...
No, he's going over to see how they're getting treated.
Who cares?
That's their issue.
They should never come here to begin with, I know. Come the right way. Like everybody else had to come the right way.
Not everybody else can do that, huh?
What?
I'm the right way.
On the poverty within everything, not everybody has that option. Over 94% worldwide of people are completely 100% and utterly broke.
going to the United States. Give it away. What the hell?
This country was built on people who are actually coming here illegally. And got kicked in the butt for doing the right thing. My ancestors included, milady, with all due respect.
What?
If it wasn't for my ancestors, people like me, you guys wouldn't have all the amenities you have now. I'm just saying. If it wasn't for people like me, you guys wouldn't have everything you have now.
What the hell?
I don't know.
I worked hard for my money.
Just stop.
You worked hard, there's no doubt about that, I agree, and I respect you
I
for
don't
that.
get freebie. Not one freebie.
Okay, that's not the point I was making, hon.
So you said it the wrong way then. I'm sorry, they can't afford it.
They
This
can't
country should be the ones taking care of them. Just like here now, we have to take care of, but we don't. We give our money overseas.
No, we
Why
don't.
aren't these other countries giving money too?
These other countries have been giving a heck of a lot more worth than money, trust me on that one.
I don't know. You politics shit.
Okay,
Don't like murder.
let me ask
Rape
you.
and abuse kids, I don't like them.
There's a lot of Americans that do that too, if I
That's
recall
what
correctly.
I just said, I don't like them. I don't care where you come from.
There we go. I was waiting for that part. Personally, if people want to protect the children, they need to actually get off their butts and do it. One of the wars I've been in Afghanistan, American soldiers have taken the wife and children to teach the people in Arabia a lesson. My team stopped that from happening and got those kids and women back to their families by force. If I recall correctly, everybody needs to realize that everything that America is doing is practically the same thing that every other country is doing. And if someone like a senator or governor is going over there, it's much more than people realize. There could be more to it. Maybe that senator is the one who caused the entire thing, for all we know. Democrat and or Republican, hun, doesn't matter. Both sides of the law are not exactly 100% squeaky clean.
No kidding, who knows this?
Yeah, nor do I actually trust Trump nor anybody else in Elon Musk. They're both assholes in my personal opinion.
Sorry, I like them.
I'm not.
Everybody has their likes and dislikes, hun.
I don't like Obama.
Neither did I. He did nothing.
Biden.
Well, Biden's an old man. He was forced into office. That wasn't exactly his call. You can't. You can't blame him for being forced into that. Technically speaking, I don't think that anybody should actually even ask him to be a part of it. And as far as I'm concerned, Trump is way too old to actually even be in the presidency.
They asked him.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault that they asked him, I said. I said it's not his fault.
No, it's his
It's not his
wife.
fault. Exactly.
Well,
His wife wanted in there so bad.
His wife
yeah, just
is
like
here.
Clinton's wife wanted him in there. I mean,
You don't even go Clinton.
I had a feeling you were going to say something about that.
They're murdered. No.
They're not the only ones, son. Reagan. I didn't like either.
Kennedy. Ted Kennedy.
Whoa.
He killed his secretary because she was pregnant for his kid. So don't even go there, whoa.
Oh, whoa,
During
hey.
my time.
JFK.
That's the one that killed him.
Okay, they know who he is. Go over there and beat the shit out.
No, that's the
They
one
wanted to bring him
Trump
back.
sent to El Salvador because that's where he's from.
This
The
guy?
governor of Maryland is going over there because he wants him to come back. That guy to come back after he killed whatever he done.
They know who he is. Go over there and kick his ass. Simple as that. You don't need to make an entire fucking junction out of it.
Maryland governor wants him to bring him back. Not to be tried, to let him come back here.
Is he the one that caused the problem?
Who?
The guy in the picture? Is he the one that hurt that girl?
Yeah, he abused his wife.
Okay. Here's the solution. You go over there, you take a sword to his neck, you chop his head off, done
They're
deal.
not gonna do that.
Well, then they're not real men, are they? Back in ancient... Back in...
They're not letting them come back.
Back in ancient times in the old country,
Yeah,
if a guy did...
We're mistaken, all that crap.
I really hate it when people interrupt me. Okay, what I'm saying is this. If back in the ancient times, like my ancestors, if a guy did a woman wrong, every guy in the village would beat the shit out of him and took his life and made an example of him. That's how it was dealt with. They didn't need to go on the news. They just defeated... Well, the news is a lie, and they probably are lying about this right now. Like, let me ask you, miss, where'd you get that information about JFK? About this so-called murder that he committed?
I didn't say JFK. I said Teddy. His brother.
Well, his brother was no good, but his bigger brother was a good guy. I know that for a fact.
Jack or Robert?
I'm talking about JFK himself. If it wasn't for him, people wouldn't have gotten their benefits, and you wouldn't have gotten your senior stuff. People could be kissing his pasty ass for that. He died for nothing. Because the government knew he was a threat. If it wasn't for JFK, people wouldn't have their Social Security, they wouldn't have their welfare, they wouldn't have had any of that stuff. You got to realize the JFK administration created all of that in Canada to protect it against the original Washington, D.C. variants. That's where he started it. Using the very first president of the United States, George Washington himself, the equal dollar for dollar that was originally just a bill and nothing more. But he was able to turn it into a law behind the government's back. That's why they killed him, because he did something that the government did not like. Later on, the government realized they could use that to their advantage against people with disabilities and or forcing the government in as a stage later as a, pointing the finger BS so they can look like the good guys and other people like the bad guys that was abusing the system in the first place. Now they're using that to their advantage after JFK, what they wanted him to do in the first place, but although they lost more than they gained because now people are out of work for no reason. That's all that causes. And the reason why people are broke is because they lost their jobs to computers. So in a way, it's not the people's fault, it's the government's fault for failing the people. Who allowed the government to take over in the first place.
Security was only meant for people that worked.
Yeah, and other people found it a way to not have to work ever again. And is that the government's fault? No. They weren't intending for that to happen, but they wanted it to happen after they killed JFK. It was their plan. Because once they did that, guess what document 443 meant?
Welfare wasn't in right away either because
Wasn't
they
talking
had
about
the
welfare.
surplus too.
Yeah, within the gold tax of the Louisiana Purchase after the variation of that bill being righteous again after 80 years. I get it.
Yeah.
But the very fact of the matter is, what they missed was the taxes that were owed over $1 billion to Europeans who earned that money originally from the Louisiana Purchase that bought Canada.
Yeah.
And people didn't realize how much America stole from Europeans like me, who built the railroads, who built the buildings, who built the mechanics that we use today, the factories and whatnot, and the cars that we drive. The very fact of the matter is, Europeans like me lost out of the deal because guess what? We were too kind to give, and therefore America screwed us over. If anything, we have earned our place everywhere because we're the ones who built these cities for all of you Americans. Period. As in the variation of fact, you are very welcome for doing the right thing by the standards that you have shown to us, even though we got a gigantic kick in the ass for nothing and got hurt by government and was lied about to everybody in the newscast. And that's why America's failing right now, because basically people like me were taken out of the fold, and people now can't work because American government doesn't want people like me to work. That is exactly why America's failing, because they're relying too much on the future of computer technology, and now the variational fact of hypocrisy within the working business. America screwed all of us over. They took away people like me to get what they wanted, and now they're about to fail and fall because they landed on their own sword that they laid in bed with. Do you see my point now? And if they want that guy beaten up, they go over there and kill him themselves and not make a mockery out of it and make a woman cry for nothing. Yes.
He was here.
Yeah, and now he's over there.
What a radar. He was illegal.
Yeah, and now
they sent him back over to the. They just.
And now he's over there.
Send him over there, and they're not coming back. And this one.
Send a hero to kill him.
Governor.
Yeah.
Wants him back because he shouldn't have been taken out.
Go over there and kill him. They have to.
El Salvador says they're not letting him come back.
El Salvador's not fully 100% in charge. There are other barrio kings there that actually are more in charge than El Salvador.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
There's over 26 families that are more in charge.
So I don't. Whatever happens.
There are 25 to 26 different bosses that are running that entire continent right now, including the cartel and Juarez. So basically, they actually have no real law system there. It's only run by gangsters and thugs and drug lords. So, generally speaking, there is no law there. People can do whatever the hell they want. It's a free-for-all. The women are not safe there, the children are not safe there, men are getting killed on the streets for nothing when they're trying to make money, and that's why they come up here, because they want to work. But they don't have a chance. They don't have a choice. They can't do it the way you're asking. They can't come up here the original way because guess what? No one ever gave them a chance. Think about my situation when my father left me to die in the arms of a hooker before I was 1 year old. I had to work at 4 years old as a fry cook and 6 years old as a janitor. Imagine if I didn't get that chance. I would have died. And I had nothing, just like that guy. Now, he did something wrong. I'm not defending him. But what he was trying to do was work, and no one gave him the chance.
He was working.
Yeah, he was working.
He had a job.
He had a job and everything.
He had a job
But
and
he-
bought his own house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had.
Yeah, he had
He
it.
just ruined it to himself. He
He
screwed
did it to
himself.
himself.
How much do we know if this is true? Do we have any real proof or evidence that this guy did this?
Yeah.
Is there a video? Is there a recording? Is there
Did he beat his
pictures?
wife
They
up?
showed his fucking mortgage.
Yeah, it's
No, is there a video
Yes,
that
the wife. You've
Yes.
seen the wife. They show pictures of the wife.
No, did they show a video of him beating her up?
I don't know if they had a camera.
If they didn't have a video of him doing this and that they don't have real evidence, where's the evidence? Show me the evidence.
Well, they also kicked him out because he was illegal too.
Those pictures could have been, those injuries could have been caused by somebody else. You ever think about that?
I have
Maybe
no
this guy was
idea.
maybe this guy was a good guy, and he was, a scapegoat, someone that they blamed to get rid of, and he was a good guy, and maybe he didn't do anything wrong. Maybe that's why they let him go, and they tried to make up a story to make him look bad.
They let him go. Took him away.
They gave him illegal.
Yeah.
And that's the main reason they took him, because they said they're going after him. And he was in a gang too.
There was a lot of
Whatever 13, yeah. They had proof of that.
There was a lot of people that were in gangs back in the day that didn't have a chance. That was the only thing you could do. It was either that or starve and die.
This is like, just recently he's in a gang. He's still in that gang.
He's still in the gang, like,
Yeah.
from the barrio.
Wherever he's from.
Wherever El Salvador is.
Well, guess what, hon? Maybe he had no choice but to go back there. Maybe he wanted to make a change.
He didn't go back. He
They sent him.
sent him back. Whatever they did.
I meant go back.
Deported him.
Yeah.
I meant go back to there when he had no other choice.
Oh, I have no idea.
And what if he didn't hurt that girl? Where's the evidence of this?
It's his wife.
Yeah, what if he didn't hurt her? We don't really know what really happened. The news always lies. We need to know the truth before we actually make any assumptions. I mean, how do we know that this guy did it or not? There's a lot of people who think someone did something and they didn't. People thought I was guilty in certain things and I was accused of it and I was able to prove my innocence because I'm a good guy. But the very fact of the matter is, not everybody has that ability to do so. What if this guy is innocent and he didn't hurt her at all and she made up a story and had someone else kick her else? There are other people that are capable of hurting a woman. And what if this guy did not hurt her? Do you ever think about that?
I don't even want to talk about politics.
This is not politics. This is a man hurting a woman and to prove if he's innocent or not. It's not that politics. It's about formalities of knowing the truth and not knowing the truth. Do you see my point, miss? I mean, if someone accused you of something and you didn't do it, wouldn't you would like to not have your name on there before people actually know the truth? What if they put your name on there
They
and
didn't
you...
put it on first. CBS did. They waited until they got fat, this station.
Every single newscast lies, hon. Do you not know that? Even CNN lies, and they're not
I don't
supposed
care
to.
about CNN. I don't watch them.
The point...
Biden says 30% of the nation has no heart.
There's much more a higher number than that. Trust me on that one. That's over 95% of the culture.
Rambles. See? Rambles on, because he's losing it.
I'd rather listen to Bernie Sanders than anything
I
else.
wouldn't.
Ah! I like that guy.
That's some big
He's had his chance. Like they said, they should get some new blood.
He's a highly intelligent guy. Trust me.
Yeah, evidently not.
Okay, you're
Evidently.
stopping this shit.
Stopping
You're
what?
just talking about fucking these stupid people.
Bernie Sanders is the reason why New York is such a high tax place.
The government's actually responsible for that. Bernie
No,
Sanders had nothing to do with
Bernie
that.
put him up to it.
Bernie put him up to it.
Yeah, all of them.
Well, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can raise that.
And now
Ah,
he's
Jesus.
doing this thing.
He's too old to
See,
be
he's
in
right to
fucking
say it.
Senate.
That's what they said.
It seems like a lot of people in the government are too old to do a lot of things.
They are, but they won't put age limit on it.
Well, Trump is too old, and so is Biden, and so is Sanders. I don't know why either of them were chosen for it. Kamala Harris did us no favors.
Huh?
Kamala Harris did us no favors. Never liked her, personally myself.
Nobody did.
She went to the border. Leave her alone.
She went to the what?
When she was vice president, she went to the border.
No.
And somebody says, where's that, overseas? She's an
It
idiot.
was 2,000 yards to go to the border. There was only 3 people that she talked. Then
She went to the border for what exactly?
When they let them all come across.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because she wanted to make sure everybody knew.
But she was nowhere near where they was coming across.
She's no hero, hon. She's with the frickin' goddamn guy Trump the entire way. I mean, seriously.
She might run again.
Oh, yeah, and get Biden all screwed up again like she did before.
No, Biden ain't gonna.
I think
She was the one calling all the shots originally, when he was in office, yeah.
he wasn't calling the shot.
No, I
Yeah,
said
but-
she's the one that was
No.
calling all the shots when he was in office.
Obama was. Even though he wasn't there.
I'm talking about Kamala Harris telling frickin' Biden what to do the entire time.
That was from Obama.
Obama has nothing to do with Biden and Kamala. Kamala Harris was the vice president, but she was telling Biden what
I
to
know that, but I'm just saying
But they
they're
were
real good
best
close
friends.
friends.
Best friends? Come on. They were actually at each other's throats that one night at the party, or did you not remember that?
That was, because he got kicked out of that.
They were probably trying to kill each other with knives, steak knives, at that party. If they were friends, then why would they be at each other with steak knives? She was trying to slit his frickin'
Those two were
throat.
friends until he
They're all friends until they don't get what they want anymore.
got it.
I mean, come on. They were helping each other out for
But
no
the
reason.
reason everybody liked Trump is because he wasn't a freaking politician. He knew how to, his business or whatever.
A great capitalist that actually is connected to a Nazi warlord. Okay. I'm just making sure I heard that right.
He's not a Nazi. Get over that with Trump.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm talking the wrong thing right now, so you better get. I'm done.
Just
You must be a Democrat.
no, I'm not a Democrat either. I'm a freedom fighter.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't believe in the Republicans. I don't believe in the Democrats. I believe both of them are national capitalists. They need to actually back the heck off and let us be free again. Because guess what? They have caused more problems than they actually served.
Can't do it.
Yes.
They're all thankful.
Because that means the borders will be open again.
And then we can all find for ourselves like our ancestors used to do in the ancient days of old. And let
I can get my gun out and shoot the next person, okay. That's what would happen.
That's not what I'm talking about, and that's not what I meant. I
But
meant...
that's what would happen.
Yeah, and
What
so
I'm
what?
saying.
Let the survival of fittest be the survival of fittest. If people cannot defend themselves, they have no right to call themselves a real man or a woman. Period.
You can't defend yourself.
Jesus.
Without going to fucking jail.
You got that right. Not nowadays.
I've been defending myself for years.
I'm talking about it's
And-
hard.
Really isn't. If someone actually attacked me, I would attack them back. I would defend myself. It's just that simple. Like those 3 kids that tried out that something in front of those 2 moronic cops. Yeah, they started something with me, doing the racism thing, and they got their asses kicked by me, and I got a little bloody, and the officers were asking me what the fuck was going on. And I'm like, diplomatically immune, back off. They were asking if I was okay, though, because I was bleeding from my face pretty good. Well, the little bastard was going out at me and whacking me, and my glasses hit my eye a little bit, and I bled out from my eye, and blah, 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 and it didn't hurt, and, oh, please, the pain, blah, blah, blah. These kids couldn't have been any more older than 10, 13, probably 11, I don't know. But I know damn well they shouldn't have done what they did. That girl was pretending to have a kid that was running away. They lured me in. Those cops know darn well what was happening. They didn't stop them at all. These kids ran away as soon as basically those cops came up because they knew damn well they were trying to trap me in for the fucking BS. They did it because of racism. And I kicked their little asses just to prove a point. My friend, Nicholas had my back, although I didn't really need his help, but he had my back anyway. When that little kid actually tried to go right on top of me and whack me, he punched him in the back of the head. I threw him over and kicked him in the face. Then that other little kid, I put him right into a tree about maybe 10 yards behind me, using an old Tai Chi move I learned in Tibet. Fist right here and right here. You push and breathe out your energy, and they fly backward. Literally. That stuff works. It's called Wing Chun. I'm sure you've heard of it. It is very effective. Usually I would fight like a knight, but I guess that was the best move I made. I didn't want to hurt the kid completely. But he did slam pretty damn hard into the tree. And yes, all 3 of them were black. And the girl was black too, but they did this to entrap me because I was a white guy, and they did this for racism and wanted to get sympathy after. But they went to jail anyway. Those cops found them. They know damn well what was going on. They had proof about what happened, and, they arrested those little bastards and put them in juvie hall for over 5 years. And they're still in juvie hall because they can't learn their lesson. Technically speaking, they want to try them as adults now because I'm starting to hear that they're trying to kill other people in there too. They're trying to act like, tough and whatnot. They're attacking their own too, by the way. They're kids. What do you expect? They're idiots. They don't know how to respect each other. They keep on saying, for the cause of Africa, but guess what? These guys... Exactly. If they did go back there, though, they don't want to because they know the freedoms they have here. They go back to Africa, they'll be killed and eaten and or worse. Their people won't accept them as they are. They'll bitch and complain all day and blah, 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 blah. All I'm saying is this. they keep on saying for the cause because they want to keep on getting paid for free. That's all they care about. They don't care about each other. They don't care about the Black Lives Matter bullshit, which is completely bullshit. They keep on saying we fight for each other. Then prove it. What the heck are you really fighting for?
On the service. There you go.
If they're not going to do that, they're too cowardly. They keep on saying they want to fight for the good cause. Me, I've been fighting for my cause for entire years. I'm a Scion Templar. 89 different wars. I protected people, and nothing good came of it because everybody keeps on doing this shit. It's never going to end. You want to make a change? Put the weapon of the devil down and shake hands and get along. That's the best way to do it. No one's going to do it. People want power. As long as there's something to fight over, they're going to keep on fighting over the resources. That's how this works. This is not exactly rocket science. And you two know darn well I'm right. I don't like it any more than you do, but it's the world we live in, and no one's going to agree until they get what they want. If everybody gets what they want and be happy for free, then guess what? The world will be a better place. But once they want more, they're going to keep on wanting to drink from that type of cup. They want to keep on drinking from that power. Like a starved, crazy madman. On a frickin' throne of gold and silver.
Now then,
this world is not going to change until people grow the fuck up and start realizing equal share is equal share. But make sure you earn it, like I did. I built things. I earned my way.
Okay.
That's how it goes. Me and your parents are getting along now because we agree with each other.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear about politics and shit.
This is not politics.
Fuck that ain't.
Was this politics what we were talking about?
Yes.
See, your father says no. He already knows what the hell this is.
I don't care.
that guy's nuts.
USMC. Of course he's nuts.
Real brat. Huh? What? What did he just ask?
I have no frickin' idea.
I don't know what he did.
Didn't sound very positive, though, I can tell you that.
I didn't hear.
I did.
I didn't hear what he
Coda, buddy, can you come back here, please? Buddy? Hello? Earth the kiddo.
I don't know what he asked for.
You said you couldn't hear him.
I know.
What do you ask for?
Food.
Coda.
Food. No.
Well, technically speaking, it is dinner time.
I gotta leave.
Why don't I just cook? I'm very good at it. You guys don't realize this, but also I know how to cook pretty well.
Well, we all cook. Cook is hard.
You work in the cafeteria. That's awesome. I respect that. Oh. What the heck is that on? I did that automatic. My friend made a very good game. He did a very good job with this. I'm going to give him a good review, and I'm going to tell him the glitches on it. There's a couple glitches. But then again, this is a beta test, so, you know, just a rough draft. But, you know, pretty good. Don't you think the graphics are pretty good? It's working well. Yeah, you have to go through codes in order to make something like this. Oh,
Thank you.
hmm?
No.
Well, 50-some hours of work. Yeah. To make an awesome video game like this. He's really good at what he does. I say I respect him. Yep, there's the glitch. Huh? It's a glitch on my friend's game. He wanted me to test this thing out. It's good. Some server glitches, so I'm going to tell him about it. He sent me a copy of the beta test. Alright. He's probably gonna ask me how the hell did I actually advance my girls this much.
What do you eat? That grapefruit?
Yuck.
Yes, it is.
It is when you put sugar on it.
That's even more disgusting. Would rather eat a boy
I'm scratching my head on that one. I said sugar. Are you not even? You don't
You didn't say
listen.
salt, sugar.
Why would you put sugar on an already sweet?
That shit is not sweet. That shit-
Grapefruits are.
こうなんじゃ
Wait for it.
私を追いかけれないよ
Your face is bullshit.
次の
So, our human garbage disposal? Anybody? Human garbage disposal. Yes.
Hold on, hold on. Oh, hold on.
I know. Why would we have a garden?
The human garbage disposal.
一緒に踊りましょう
I was young once too. We all were, and we were able to do that.
What?
Oh, trust me, I ate my fair share when I was a kid. When I say my fair share, was way more than my fair share. Back in the old days, food was food, and no matter what, we got our fill. I had to work hard for mine. This kid's lucky. He has a mommy and grandparents that love him very much. I never had that. I had to fight tooth and nail for what I had originally. Yep. For me, it was eat and or die. I'm being serious. I'm not kidding. A deranged jackass. I like
Says
that.
exactly what's he ain't afraid to say.
Some people would say the same about me. Never always trust people that are on TV. You never know exactly what secrets they're hiding.
Which is normally economics and foreign policy and the border. But they didn't. Instead, they thought they arrogantly veered into the place they shouldn't have, and that was their home. People always thought that trans was a small issue. No, it wasn't an issue. You crossed the line. You went into people's homes. You got between them and their children. You told them that they were raising their kids correctly, unless you fostered some kind of gender ambiguity. You thought you could get them to sacrifice their kids before some ideology. That was the last straw. That caused everybody to look and go like, okay, they've gone too far. So now you got nothing. You ask now. It's like gay love as a sign that they
私のリズムを乗って一緒に踊りましょう
instead of being not pulled together. Here's Bernie and Cooper about to stand in the town hall. You see them? I would have said, excuse me, what's your name? Rachel.
メスのように
Rachel.
綺麗に片付けてやる
Wait, we just met. I'll be
メスのように綺麗に片付けてやる
They want boundaries. They honestly want people, society, to tell them this is not the time to talk about their sexual issues in public or on television.
Really?
Yeah, they don't listen. For 2 years. But I'm gonna tell you, because everything you guys said about the Republican Party 15 years ago, the Republican Party wasn't for taxing the rich. Mr. Trump is thinking wants to tax the rich. The Republican Party was not for unity. Mr. Trump is for unity.
一緒に行こうね。よろしくお願いします。
Go after Russia, go after our ancestors around the world. You work for a president that is causing the American movement by those things. President Trump is against it. He has ended and redefined it's really
Good. He deserves it.
I'm Christine Noble, United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank you, President Trump, for deporting criminal and illegal immigrants and for putting America. President Trump has a clear message for those that are in
Yeah, we know.
He didn't pick up a sword and fight, he just used other people to do it for him.
You will never be free. For too long, politicians left our borders wide open. They flooded our communities with drugs, human trafficking, and violent criminals. They
That's still happening today.
Well, those days are over. If you leave
私
now,
の刀は大抵のことを始末してくれる。
and live the American way. Under President Trump, American borders are closed for migrants. Follow the law, and you'll find opportunity. Break it, and you'll find consequences. The choice is yours. America welcomes those who respect their laws.
敵の居場所を教えてくれ。
Is a safe nation.
What are you?
When I got diagnosed with skin cancer,
Coda!
right under my eye, I was told that surgery was the only option, and I did not want to cut off my face.
He's cooking, perhaps.
One of the ladies told me about the procedure that
Oh, no,
happened,
yeah.
and it was challenging.
Well,
I know what he's saying.
Hey,
It's important to know that
don't burn a pan. Yeah,
私の刀は大抵のことを始末してくれる。
99% cure. Plus,
気を抜くなよ。さもなければ。
Hey,
I had no pain, I had no scars, and I'm cured.
still at work.
Amazing.
You gotta call me and get some.
to learn more, call today or go to gentlecure.com.
Alright.
I don't know, I didn't ask him.
No.
But we have life insurance.
私のリズムを乗って一緒に踊りましょう。
Fortunately, in only a few minutes, let's look down John a $500,000 policy. And his wife Ann a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. Go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs at a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Joe Fowler here with my favorite cleaning partner, the Dock. A super compact pack with ultra powerful suction. Now available at Walmart and on Amazon for immediate free delivery. The compact design can reach the tiniest places, making it easy to clean up your mess. It's smaller than a water bottle. So store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. Or in your glove box with the ultimate car bag. Get your horsepower duct complete with our pro package at Walmart and Amazon.
Hi, I'm William DeVay. Over 200 years of food still not much more, just like food. Now, war has been more important to protect the
I think she's calling you.
What?
by buying gold every chance I get. I buy my gold from Rosalind Capital because I trust them. With Rosalind,
She did say the word mom, I think.
there's no hassle.
Or was the kid?
And Rosalind will send you free information on how you can protect
You
your
say
assets
something.
in your
Yeah, I was yelling at my kid.
See, wasn't me.
正義を表示。
I thought you said mother.
No, I was yelling at my kid. For Bernie.
Why are you yelling at your kid again? You burned an egg.
私のリズムを乗っ
You have to put it on medium with butter under it so it doesn't burn.
Department of Justice accusing New York AG Letitia James of fraud in order to receive better mortgage rates in South Carolina. No charges have been filed.
Hey, what's it say on your ID?
It says she
The dates.
judge. Heard about it fair play, as they used to say. In the
And it won't
show,
take it?
But she's actually worse.
Exactly. Now, this isn't even turning. This is a whole fraud. All right? The difference between this, being accused of father is her husband. I mean, when you want to talk about this thing, people actually lying, say your father's your husband.
フィオナよ。よろしくね。
Number two, while you are the Attorney General, law enforcement officer of the state of New York,
You at home?
I'm gonna sneak on it.
two residents is it? I mean, you're a liar, and the
Oh,
irony
you're wrong.
is, most of those people on the Trump jury have no idea because none of them is real fine.
So you're almost done, and we have to come again.
I have.
I have.
Why, you gotta hold my hand?
No, I gotta use my ID.
Oh, booze, because it's his birthday. He wants some iced tea.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna.
I go, what's your ID?
Maybe it was her
2026.
stepfather, and the stepfather
his ID won't
divorced
work.
her mom and then married her, making him.
Which I don't understand.
On that. That's quite odd. I think this is
Hold up!
Still burning it?
No.
I don't think this
I wanna
full
freaking-
act is actually a charge yet. Formal charge, a judgment. Right, just a criminal offense. So we'll see what happens there. But there seems to be a little more meat there. Yeah, a lot of meat there. Yeah, a lot of meat there. You know, Jesse, Jonathan says this stuff is damaging.
Really hurt
Yeah, like your taxes have
Okay. Get it? Not tonight, but I make it sour.
Yeah.
I don't make sourdough.
About her is that New York was not in great shape. We have crime now, but we have really bad.
You look too much stuff up on that.
Oh, this is actually someone
She
related.
focused all her energy on one guy.
Oh, we don't have sourdough starter.
Right.